Hey everybody! I'm not going to wait for followers or people to hop on because I know there's always a little bit of a delay, and maybe I'll upload this to the podcast. It's only going to be like 5 minutes because I'm doing one of those things I talk about doing where you, before you go in the house, that you have some sort of a like separation or download before you go on to the next thing. So I'm just outside of my house. I'm about to go inside. It's my oldest little girl, not so little anymore. Chloe is 9 today, so we're going to hang and have a great night together. And hi Chloe, you're on right now in the house. That's so cute. Okay, so I wanted to share one thing with you today. And just before I do, I hope you guys are having a great start to your summer. And what I'm going to share on right now is just a real quick tip. Especially for those of you that run your own business, heading into the summer months. I want to share something with you that maybe you'll find helpful because I ran into a friend as I was just running errands, and I had like crease marks on my face because I just finished my weekly massage. And some of you have heard me talk about this before, that going for a massage every single week, sometimes twice a week, it's one of my forms of healthcare. I strongly encourage you, when you start to have the income flow, to give yourself the gift of great health, and massage is one of those things that really just keeps everything going. And I ran into this friend of mine and she's like, wow, you go for a massage every week? Do you do it on the same day and time? And I'm like, yes, of course. And it led to this whole conversation around protocols, weekly protocols, and really setting yourself up for success. And so I kind of shared a little bit with her as we were talking. And I just said, I blueprint my time. I'm very, very disciplined with my focus, okay? And it's why I lead at a high level. And I've done this for years, and I do it in the summer as well. And I want to share with you, I think it's super important that in the summer, even if you have a million things on the go and you run your own business and you have kids, it's super important that you protocol your time, that you have a blueprint, that you're clear about where your time's going and when, especially if you want to make sure that you're getting a ton of time to play and have fun. You need to block and focus, right? You need to schedule yourself so that you can be very clear about where you're spending your time and be present and just like love it and live it up and enjoy your summer. And obviously you don't want, if you own your own business, you don't want your business or your impact or your leadership or your success to take a back seat to play. It should actually all be happening together at the same time. This is life, right? This is the space that I really live from. As a successful business owner, I interweave play and focus and work every single day, and self-care and certain, protocols of my time. And so here's what I wanted to hop on and share with you. Every single week, I blueprint my time so that Monday and Tuesday, I'm very hard to reach on Monday and Tuesday. Monday and Tuesday, I am head down, get her done work, GED or GSD or whatever you want to call it. But Monday and Tuesday, I'm so hyper focused on creating, I picture in my mind that it's like the things that I'm doing on Monday and Tuesday are what are starting to get the train moving, so that all week that train just takes off, okay, because of my focus on Monday and Tuesday. So Monday, my head is down. I do not get back to people on Mondays. I'm creating content. I'm creating the lists. It's like the prep day as well. So I'm creating lists for myself. I'm creating lists for my assistant. I'm creating lists for Chris, things that keep the house going. Like, it's really my day to just get on track, get everything clear. Tuesday, I continue to do that. So I continue to just be head down in the work, do what I need to do to basically get the train moving. Tuesday afternoons, every single Tuesday afternoon without fail, unless I'm traveling, I go for a massage. Hey Bex. I go for a massage every Tuesday afternoon. Sometimes I'll add one in on the weekend as well. And here's what happens during that massage. I posted this on Instagram earlier. in that massage, literally every answer comes to me because I'm going into it on a Tuesday afternoon with a very clean slate. I'm clear, I'm ready to receive. I go to a guy who's like really deep tissue. So as he's like working out every single kink, literally the kinks that might be in place right now in my business start to melt away because all of the answers come. Now, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, whatever time I'm giving to my business, it is full on head up, service, love, giving out. That's when I will be getting back to people if I'm the one that should be getting back to them. And I say that because I receive hundreds of emails and notifications a week, but it's not all for me, okay? That's a key thing, especially if you're a leader and growing your business. You have to know whether you are the one to handle something or not, and whether you're enabling people through your response, right? So not everything that comes to me is for me, but I decide what is, and I decide how I'm going to show up, and those are my days to just show up and serve, okay? That's when I'm typically enrolling people in doTERRA. That's when I'm helping people in their business. That's when I'm looking at how I can serve my team. I'm tweaking systems weekly, every single week. I'm tweaking our process so that if I can do better, my team can do better. And one of the key things that works in my business is that I stay sharp, I stay active, I stay in service so that I'm able to connect deeply into what my team is going through, no matter what level they're at, right? And so that's just my process, and I see some of you asking, well, what does that look like in the summer? You decide. Okay, so if that's only an hour a day, you follow some kind of a protocol with your time. Because here's the trap, and then I gotta go. Chloe, I'm on my way home. The trap when you own a business is thinking that you're just gonna sit down at your computer and like everything's gonna come to you. You're just gonna solve everything within that hour or 8 hours, and you try to do a whole bunch of things, and then you're super unproductive at anything. Okay, so the key is that I want you to try this if you haven't before. I want you to try batching your focus and being really clear about where you're giving your time and your focus. You cannot be everything to everyone, and you can't do everything in your business all at once. Hey Catherine, she said, is there a post about your blueprinting somewhere? I've talked about this topic quite a bit in different ways, okay? So on the podcast, if you guys look up the episode on, the first one I want to point you to is becoming an architect of your habits. Okay, I don't have the episode numbers on me off the top of my head. I'm not that crazy. So if you guys just look that up, you'll see that episode goes into detail on how to trigger yourself into success with your habits. The other one to look up would be how Wonder Women really do it. That was a great episode, you guys. Tap the screen if you listened to that episode, because I also provided you a pretty awesome guide, a free guide with tools in it on how to manage your time, how to ask for help, and all that stuff. So but this is the key, you guys. We're heading into summer. Your business still happening. One thing I want to let you guys know, if you're in doTERRA, my first summer in doTERRA, like that's when I started 4 years ago, and it was the busiest time of my life was when I was in the summer. So you can choose whatever type of situation you want to have. What you decide will be true. If you decide that your summer is going to be all scattered and crazy and the kids are home and you won't be able to get anything done and you want to just play and you want to go camping and you want to just like live it up, that will be your summer, and that's great. But you can do both, okay? You can do both. You can program yourself to get up a little earlier in the day. You can program yourself to do trades with some moms in the neighborhood to watch kids for a couple hours a week so you can GED, get her done. Like the key is that you focus on what you said you're going to do. And I've been living from this blueprinted space of how I focus my time for the good part of 5 years now. I'm very protective over my time. And so I just wanted to share that with you guys because the friend I ran into, she said, wow, like you're really clear about where you spend your time, but you still have fun. You still you're still the same old dad. I'm not like some crazy person about my business. I get it. I get it done, you know, and it's because I'm really focused and unapologetic about where I'm spending my time. And so try this, try this where you say to yourself, okay, it's the summer coming up, and you see, okay, I've only got 1 hour a day per week that I can truly give to my business. Focus your time and choose a focus each day and only do those things. Even if you're in doTERRA, you might be following the PIPES acronym. So maybe it's like every Monday you're preparing, Tuesday you're inviting, Wednesday you're presenting, Thursday you're enrolling, Friday is your support day. So like, what if you flowed your week that way for the summer, and then everything just kept moving? The people that are going to be crazy successful in the fall and winter this year are the people who understand this principle right now. They don't just let it happen. They're very in control of their life. And ultimately, how you're spending your days, like that famous quote goes, how you spend your days is how you spend your life. So if you don't want to just feel like your life blew by you and you had no idea where the time went, and you just can't really say what you did all week in your business, or, you don't know how you woke up one morning and your children were in high school all of a sudden. This happens constantly, right? You need to be very disciplined and focused around your time and your play. And both should happen every day. Okay, I gotta go. Anyway, I might upload this. We'll see. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I've been pulling the audio from Insta and YouTube and stuff and uploading it to the podcast for quick, easy tips. So this was one that was probably like 10, 12 minutes long, but just nice and quick. And I hope it serves you no matter where you are. And like I mentioned before, I'll be hopping on here throughout the summer, just sporadically like this. But it will be very likely from Wednesday to Friday, because Monday and Tuesday I am okay. All right, you guys, we'll talk to you later.